I can't help but embrace this deliciously mysterious fact that we, as human beings, have a bit of a carnivorous streak. Picture this: our ancestors roaming the vast, untamed wilderness, honing their instincts. They were the original meat hunters, using their sharp wits and even sharper tools to bring home a feast. In those harsh days, meat wasn't just a food, it was a lifeline, saving them from the brink of starvation as they faced the unforgiving elements. While it's true that we are naturally built to savor the flavors of meat, our slightly forward set teeth and robust digestive systems have evolved to thrive on animal protein, allowing for us to digest it with the fitness of seasoned carnivores. But one must wonder, is this truly the path for remyelination and genuine recovery from MS? Hey, it's Steve. Let's not forget the other side of this culinary legacy. We were also designed to embrace the bounty of nature's garden. Picture the vibrant greens, the hearty nuts, and the quirky seeds just waiting to nourish us. Our bodies can digest plant-based foods, offering a treasure trove of benefits, particularly regarding fiber. And fiber is essential. Talk about a superhero in our diet. It's the ultimate inflammation fighter, sweeping through our systems and helping us feel our best. Now, let's turn that thought around. By reducing inflammation through a balanced diet of meat and plant-based foods, we are making way for something extraordinary. And you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about remyelination. Yes, you heard me right. As we clear the path to better health, we create the perfect conditions for our nerves to heal and regenerate. Recently, a subscriber, Max Must 2264, contacted me with an interesting question about the carnivore diet. He asked if I had listened to Dr. Anthony Chaffee, who promotes this diet as a beneficial for conditions like multiple sclerosis. He mentioned that Dr. Chaffee discusses how this high meat lifestyle can help heal MS and also raises concern about the harmful oxalates found in certain plants. His message made me think because it reflects a common viewpoint and raises important issues about dietary approaches to managing MS. He begins, "Hey Steve, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about what you're going through, but have you listened to Dr. Anthony Chaffee? He discusses how the carnivore diet can help MS, and he also talks about the many poisonous oxalates found in plants and mushrooms. Let me know your take on this. You matter, sir." That earnest compliment at the end struck me. It reminds me that in our community, we support each other as we try to find what works best for us. Then I started thinking about the broader implications of this diet and its effectiveness for MS patients. So I responded, let's presume the carnivore diet is good for MS. Then why are the rates of MS increasing? And why aren't more people getting better? It was a gut reaction to something I read about when it came to the carnivore diet and MS. And while it can help ease inflammation in the gut, some research has found that the carnivore diet can actually worsen MS symptoms. So I wasn't trying to undermine him, but I was just rather pushing back against the narrative that a single diet could be a solution for us. But his reply was quick. I don't know if you've been around for a while, but for some strange reason, meat is being looked at as unhealthy. That could be a very big reason why heart disease and MS are on the rise. They made fat unhealthy too. What happened after that? The populace started getting more unhealthy. Meat is protein. You need protein with all the essential amino acids to survive. Don't take my word for it. Look it up and study it. The last time I checked, nobody was ever saying that protein increased heart disease. Everyone would agree it's trans fats and refined carbs. That's beside the point. He raised some very valid points that, as many of us know, have been part of the ongoing debate in nutrition circles. Over the years, meat has often been portrayed as a villain in the narrative surrounding healthy eating. This has led individuals to question their food choices, often leading to the use of extreme dietary approaches in hopes of finding relief from MS symptoms. So isn't the carnivore diet one of those extreme dietary approaches? He added, I don't see lions and Eskimos dying of heart attacks. Most studies of people eating meat don't take into account the other unhealthy foods they are consuming. Alcohol, refined carbs, seed oils, etc. I've just finished 3 months of the carnivore diet where I ate fat, protein, and Celtic salt with water. My blood pressure is normal. My blood glucose levels are normal. Ask Dr. Jordan Peterson and his daughter, or look up their story. There are so many examples of healing. Don't be afraid to find out alternatives to what the mainstream media is telling you is healthy or not. Well, I think most of my subscribers are eating a healthy diet. His enthusiasm is infectious though, and while I appreciate his passion, we have to navigate through his nuanced landscape of anecdotal evidence versus scientific research. It's true that certain individuals find success with carnivore diet. I'm not discounting your experience. But what we all know is that anecdotal experiences don't always translate into universal truths for all of us. So I responded, I eat my fair share of protein. A cup of chicken and 3 whole eggs, 4 scoops of whey protein powder, and 4 tablespoons of whey protein isolate every single day. But I also stop there. Once you eat the protein you need, due to gluconeogenesis, everything else is converted into sugar. It was my way of emphasizing that biochemical processes that our bodies undergo when faced with dietary inputs. He wasn't backing down though. I'm not going to argue with you, but your body doesn't turn into a glucose factory if you eat extra meat. Like I said, I've not found an Eskimo with type 2 diabetes. Why is my blood work normal and all I eat is meat? Enough said. Good luck. I hope and pray for the best for you. I admire his conviction. Really, I do. It's inspiring to see someone so dedicated to a lifestyle they believe in. If the carnivore diet works for you, that's great. But I will never recommend it to all my followers. I draw the line at eliminating entire food groups. Yes, I'll admit there are benefits to high protein intake and certain dietary fats. But as I've already said, we cannot overlook the importance of fiber in our diets. and carnivore has little to none of it. So let's cut right to the chase. Fiber is essential for many reasons. It would be all too easy to focus solely on the immediate benefits of our carnivore, such as weight loss, and missing the bigger picture of overall health. Fiber supports digestive function, neurological health, and our remyelination goals. We need to understand the gut-brain axis. This intricate connection between our gut microbiome and our brain significantly influences our mental health. When we consume fiber, we foster the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. This bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids such as butyrate, a compound with anti-inflammatory effects. It promotes neurological health and can even facilitate remyelination. Chronic inflammation is the enemy of all people with MS. It can impede the process of remyelination, leading to further complications. A fiber-rich diet has been shown to lower systemic inflammation, which is essential for managing a condition where inflammation can exacerbate symptoms. By consuming fiber, we equip our bodies with the necessary tools to combat inflammation and promote healing. So in this context, the absence of fiber in a carnivore diet may hinder the process we strive to support. So consider neurological factors such as brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Research indicates that fiber can increase BDNF levels, which is critical for the maintenance and growth of our neurons. This is especially relevant for individuals with MS, as damage to neurons affects myelin itself. The absence of these benefits is in a carnivore diet is very concerning to me. If we wish to foster an environment conducive to healing in our central nervous systems, we must prioritize consuming foods that support neuroplasticity, neural growth, and repair. In addition to supporting brain health, a high-fiber diet can improve insulin sensitivity and promote better metabolic health. This means more stable energy levels and potentially fewer complications related to metabolic syndrome, a concern that many of us trying to navigate life with MS deal with. Many individuals with MS also grapple with weight-related issues. Incorporating fiber allows our bodies to feel fuller longer, assisting with weight management. It's also about finding the balance, where nutrition meets enjoyment. Let me take a moment to talk about my own daily eating habits. As someone who is keenly aware of how my MS relates to my health, I've already designed a diet I follow to a T every 2 days. I often share this with you, but bear with me. Every day, I eat a cup of chicken and 3 whole eggs. They are not just satisfying, they are also rich in nutrients my body needs for remyelination. To further ensure that I consume all the protein I need for my muscle mass, I eat 4 scoops of whey protein powder and 4 tablespoons of whey protein isolate. I figured this out over years, not only gaining muscle, but also losing fat. I'm so confident in what I've done while ensuring that I meet my protein needs without overdoing it, as it is easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more is always better. But let's get back to fiber. I consume a half head of lettuce daily, along with a large red bell pepper and 2 green onions. I get excited when I think about all these vegetables and all the nutrients packed inside of them. For instance, a large red bell pepper provides about 2.5 grams of fiber. Those green onions add another gram or so. And just because they're not vegetables, my morning black beans give me 8 grams of fiber. To boost fiber intake further, I incorporate coconut butter. Coconut butter. This was a complete shocker to me when I first read it on the label. 5 grams of fiber for every 2 tablespoons. That means on high days, with my 12 tablespoons, I consume 30 grams. And low days are no shy. On low days, my 4 tablespoons of coconut butter turn out to be 10 grams of fiber. And those are my numbers on coconut butter alone. Taking a step back and looking at my entire diet, my fiber intake is 28 grams on low days and 81 grams on high days. As we all know, incorporating fiber significantly contributes to digestive health and can indeed encourage the necessary gut-brain connection. So getting back to the carnivore diet, reflecting on it, completely eliminating entire food groups, that concerns me. Mainly because it cuts out all of our source of vital nutrients. I wouldn't choose this path for myself, given that a variety of essentials for our healing goal of remyelination. But it's about finding what works best for you. And for many of us with MS, that includes a mix of proteins, healthy fats, and vital carbohydrates found in fruits and vegetables. By foregoing whole food groups, many of us could miss out on different nutrients that play a unique role in fostering remyelination. The stories we hear about other dietary approaches often shine a spotlight on individual success stories. Yet, they sometimes need to capture the complete narrative on individual variation in response to dietary changes. That's not even getting close to the heart of our remyelination goals. For some, dietary restrictions may feel empowering and may even lead to short-term benefits. However, our long-term goals of remyelination, these restrictions could create a sense of not getting anywhere fast. We must acknowledge that empowering a balanced approach to nutrition is vital, especially when discussing diets that propose absolutes. All meat, no sugar, no fat, all fat. The narratives around dietary choices can often become so overly rigid and so consuming to our brains sometimes. So let's turn the conversation back around, and I want to throw it back to you guys. What does your food experiences look like? If you're on a restricted diet like carnivore, what specific change have you noticed? Has your relationship with food evolved over time as you navigate the complexities of living with MS? Are there specific foods or dietary patterns that you find particularly beneficial for your energy levels or overall health? The quest for health may appear nuanced, layered, and will vary for each and every one of us. Health is not just about following a trendy diet or pursuing the latest health fad. It's about cultivating routines and habits that focus. And I know one of those routines specific for me is remyelination. I have a small feeling that it might be for you too. This is a journey we're all in together, and I want to be a resource for you in any way I can. So send me all your questions, and I'll get around to them. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Until the next one.